And here we go at Huntington Bank Field. Fielded at the 7. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. Leading them out, a man in his 13th NFL season and rising quickly up the career leaderboards, Russell Wilson.
Kate, Russell Wilson's one of the NFL's most experienced quarterbacks. He's also one of the winningest quarterbacks, even with a couple bumps in the road in Denver. Remember, over that decade in Seattle with Pete Carroll and the Legion of Boom, there wasn't a quarterback that won more games in the history of the league over the first 10 years. 9 times to the Pro Bowl as well. Put a supporting cast around him, give him a run game and a defense, and Russell Wilson still knows very well how to play this game.
Oh, stiff arm. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So after their first offensive snap, we'll have a break in the action. One of the linemen in need of some attention from the trainers. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down, and they go right back to him. Has another lane. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
That is textbook RPO right there, Kate. Quarterback's decision-making comes quick off the snap. And that back, you know that he's already looking for those lanes before the ball's even in his belly. Before that defense can adjust to the run, he hits that second level.
First down, here's Russ. He's on the move. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. So we have to pause here. Team officials saw what we did, an injured Brown, and they're tending to him now. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. They give to Harris from the gun. And they'll stuff him after a short pickup to the 24. He gets them the yard back, but still behind the sticks. Upcoming 3rd and 11.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throwing on 3rd, Wilson. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Dicker connects there. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Browns on offense, readying for their opening drive. Bringing him out to number 1 pick in 2015, a former league leader in passing. It's Jameis Winston.
Don't think for a second, Kate, he hasn't heard the noise. Read the comments from the keyboard warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. But let me let you in on a little secret. Those criticisms, they can fuel quarterbacks. Make that chip on the shoulder even bigger to prove people wrong and to show I really do belong in this league.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. Broke through the tackle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Kate, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
From the 35 on second down. Escapes the pocket. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They give inside to Chubb. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Staying on the ground here with Chubb. Past midfield to the 45. And he gets this all the way to the 31-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
They've got first down from the 31. Again, it's Chubb. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Here's Chubb on second down. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Throwing from the gun here. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
So the Browns are going to kick the field goal on 4th down. Dustin Hopkins on for the attempt. This 42 yards from the right hash. Carlson's kick is good. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Cordero Patterson now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense for their second drive of the game. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now here's Russ. Into the hands of Pat Freiermuth. And he crosses his sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you've got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
On play action now, Wilson. Snared by his running back, it's Najee Harris. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Play action, it's Wilson. He fires one deep down the middle. And he makes the, wait, no, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete. Wanted to get that one to Mike Williams. So that brings up second down.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
This is Harris on second down. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Third and a lone yard coming up. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. This is ahead for about 5. From the secondary, Grant Delpit on the tackle. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group and he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
So now they're going to throw with Wilson. He's on the move. The Browns close in and take him down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Russ now from the gun. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
On fourth down, it's Corliss Waitman on for the Steelers to punt this away. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Onto the field comes the Browns offense for the second time. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Chubb. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Going to the ground again on first. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
from the 37. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Here's Winston to the air. Vacates quickly left side. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the Browns a first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Winston now. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Throwing is Winston. Into the hands of Tillman. Complete. Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns break the tie here in the first. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
On comes Dustin Hopkins to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns break that tie and now lead by 7. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Patterson now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. Now their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Wilson now from the gun. Fights off the pressure. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line, ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Taking the handoff. Now Wilson. Caught by Freiermuth. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st and 10 from the 41. From the gun, they go with Harris. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here's 2nd and 7. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Ross off the play fake. Headed out right. He can run it.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now an inside handoff to Harris. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Warren quick on the draw. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. From the secondary, Grant Delpit on the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Running behind center with Harris. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
3rd and just 2 to go. They bring their tight end left. Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And this one does not go far.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Here's Harris. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That's a pretty clear plan of attack by the back from the very start. Found the lane quickly, didn't hesitate, knew exactly what he needed to get past the marker.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Warren. And he gets very good yardage there. That's down inside the 10. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. A handoff for Harris, running right. And defenders continue to swarm over to get him at the line. It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain, and now they're just inches short for 3rd down.
Chances of stalling this drive defensively seem bleak, but how about now? Look at those odds changing, Kate. Still not great, but you could feel a little momentum on their side. Maybe they could muster it up and get back-to-back stops.
A 3rd down run with Harris. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That is your old-school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Harris will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
They'll run with Harris. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Steelers reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Najee Harris, the touchdown. Chris Boswell for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers tie things 10-10. Now Boswell on to send this away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Back out now comes the Browns offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Winston. That one complete to Njoku. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Chubb running out of the gun. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter. Browns in control of it. They're looking at 1st down here. Here's Chubb up the middle. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Minkah Fitzpatrick in on the stop. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Chubb again on 2nd down. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete.
You know, it's fascinating how those routes you run so many times in practice become a whole lot more difficult in the actual game. That was an important 3rd and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail.
The Browns looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. The Steelers and Najee Harris making their return to the field. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Completed here to Pickens. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Wilson with it on 1st. Pass taken in by Freiermuth. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's the option give to Warren. Blast through midfield. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
1st down, ball at the 36. Wilson now off the play action. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Warren here from the gun. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Even though that run did not net them a 1st down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
Wilson on 3rd down. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Looking for George Pickens that time. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Now Boswell on to send this away. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Browns with their offense back out there as Nick Chubb returns to the field. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Escapes the pocket. Shakes himself free. Now he takes it, and he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives a defense and a defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
2nd and 3 now. They're going play action. That's to his back, Nick Chubb. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Winston to throw it. And that one is dropped. Such great work to get all by himself, but he can't haul in the gimme, and that deep shot is missed. Wow.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards, and then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. To throw, here's Winston. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. They've got a man in motion. To the air, third and long. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
The Browns are lining up to punt. Calvin Austin on the return for the Steelers. The Steelers and Jalen Warren headed back out there offensively. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Wilson. And that's incomplete. A little lucky there, too. Nearly picked off on first down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Rush coming for Wilson. That throw finds Pickens. And that's good for a gain of 5. That was Martin Emerson with a stop that time.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And oh, he drops it. He had all the space in the world. Brock, he got behind the defense, and he just looked away before he brought it in. A big missed opportunity.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. The Browns returning their offense, and this running back to the field. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Browns will go on offense. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Winston looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They run it from the gun with Chubb. Oh, what a stiff arm. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First down, and they go right back to him. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Minka Fitzpatrick in on the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Again, it's Chubb. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle. Call it no gain on the play, and that brings up 3rd and 9.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. He beams one deep right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up 4th and long.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The Steelers and this running back headed back out for a new series. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Russ now from the gun. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams would call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Trying to get outside here with Harris. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Hauled to the ground by Jordan Hicks. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. He can't hang on to the pass. And that brings up 4th and long.
You know, anytime you see a player tapping his chest, I'm not a great lip reader, but I know exactly what that says. My bad. My fault. Quarterback delivers it a good ball. He knows that's one he should have caught.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. No return on that punt. And they're going to take over possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing is Winston. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Winston now. He's on the move. Sheds off a rusher. Oh, look at this. Here he goes.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Here's Winston to the air. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Corey Bajorquez on the punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The visitors back out on offense. They're running back headed out once again. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Wilson now from the gun. Fryermuth there to bring it in. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. That's a pickup of 9. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Russ is going to cook here. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So 2nd down coming up.
Hey, listen, drops happen in football. It is a part of the game, even for the very best. Nothing more to do about it now than shake it off and move forward, because the next throw might be coming right back your way.
On 2nd down, Warren. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Hauled to the ground by Jordan Hicks. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
And the Browns add an extra defensive back out there. Nickel package, 3rd down. Wilson to throw it. That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there. Looking for the back that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Punt team on, and they'll send this one away. Fair catch called for and made just outside the 20. We don't get a return out of that punt. Man, it'll be their football. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Receiver in motion going left. They begin the drive with Chubb. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to the air here. Judy there to grab it. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
On 3rd down, they'll go with Chubb. He cuts it to the right sideline. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Staying on the ground here with Chubb. And he's able to work this down to the 41. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Throwing off the play fake here. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now it's 3rd and short.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. Man, that was a chain mover if you would have held on, Brock, but the contact just too much to do so.
Yeah, he's going to be disappointed in himself because you've got to make these contested catches, but I do give a lot of credit. An outstanding effort defensively to force that ball out.
This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. And not much. He maybe got a few across the 30 to about the 32. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
From the 32. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target. And that brings up 3rd down.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Throwing on 3rd, Wilson. Targeting the sideline, and Freiermuth has it. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Play action, it's Wilson. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
This is Harris on 2nd down. And there wasn't much he could do there. A small gain to the 43. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Wilson. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going And you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Corliss Waitman on to punt. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And the fair catch made here at the 15. So no return on that punt. And the Browns will have their work cut out for them on this drive. This offense running out for a new series, led by their running back. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Enough to Chubb to start the drive. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Cleveland. The Browns got a long way to go and a short time to get there. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Winston. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. That's into the hands of Moore. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their 1st. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that 1st. Here's Winston. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Winston to throw it. That one complete to Njoku. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
He's got time. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The defense calls a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll punt another one away. Corey Bajorquez returning to the field. And this will mark his 5th kick of the night. Kick is away, and this one might bring rain. Wow, what a kick. That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Wilson now. Chased out to his right. Now here he goes. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the 28. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Hey, listen, drops happen in football, even from the best at every level. Nothing more to do but shake it off and move forward, because the next throw might be right back your way.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Stays. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Corliss Waitman out there again to punt this away. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And they'll take over with minimal time remaining in the half. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He's on the move. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent game. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Back to throw it. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. That brings us to the break. The Steelers taking a lead into the visiting locker room. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll let you and Brock catch your breath as we welcome the rest of you to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We got a fine first half out of the former Alabama man, Najee Harris. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Now Boswell on to send this away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Cleveland offense headed out for this first series of the second half. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Chubb on the give, headed left. He'll work it a couple yards past the line. Brought to the ground by Dante Jackson. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Chubb running out of the gun. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. There on the stop, Larry Ogunjobi. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run. It may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And he's brought down for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
The Browns are lining up to punt. And this effort's going to give them an even half dozen tonight. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And the Steelers will take over possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Going to Harris to start the half. He cuts it back up, and he's out in the clear. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers push their lead further to start the half. Najee Harris, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers make it a 10-point ball game. Now Boswell on to send this away. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. They're out and set. 1st and 10. They give inside to Chung. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
From the 27. Forced out to his right. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Chubb here on 1st down. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a 1st with some room to spare.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Here's Chubb up the middle. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Again, it's Chubb. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Throw on 3rd down. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. And not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
The Browns are lined up to punt. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Harris gets it on the counter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
It's caught right side by Freiermuth. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Ross off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's going to tuck it and run.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Russ now from the gun. This ball's caught by Pickens. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Russ looking to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Looking for George Pickens that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Throwing again is Russ. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Looking for George Pickens that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
To the air. third and long. That's caught for the first. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. There sure was a lot of trust on that play, Brock, and he proved worthy of it with that end result.
Yeah, good old receiver. Someone who just knows how to get it into the end zone is worth his weight in gold to a QB. And on that throw, there was trust there that he had a shot to find pay dirt.
Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers take a 3-possession lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Browns getting their offense out there. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They are running from the gun with Chubb. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Minka Fitzpatrick in on the stop. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Here's Chubb on 2nd down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now. To throw, here's Winston. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
True story, Kate. After practice one time, the head coach in the NFL said, "I'm done with my fault. I'm done with my bad. No more of that tapping on your chest." That was an example of the quarterback delivering a perfect pass. And the receiver, do your job.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Starts his return from the 23. And he didn't quite break it, but still an excellent return that gets him up near midfield. The visitors and George Pickens set for this next possession. Good blocking on the return. He gets 23 out of it. And it's going to be their football coming up. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. The carry by Harris here to start the drive. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. From the secondary, Grant Delpit on the tackle. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
2nd down here, another give to Harris. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
The Steelers set to punt it. Corliss Waitman will kick it away. And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Chubb. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Staying on the ground here with Chubb. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Chubb. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Here's 2nd and 5. Finding Judy. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. And he's brought down for a loss.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
On now comes their punter. It'll be Corey Bajorquez doing the honors. Somebody give this guy a break as he sends his 10th punt away. And a fair catch made here at the 17. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they're going to take over possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. And have him gain about a handful there. From the secondary, Grant Delpit on the tackle. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
On play action now, Wilson. Fryermuth there to bring it in. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Now an inside handoff to Harris. And they bring him down. He managed to get a couple across the 35 to the 36. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Wilson now from the gun. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Russ is going to cook here. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
You know, he might complete 99 out of 100 of those short, simple routes to the tight ends. Even the shortest and simplest of throws, well, it's due to end up in a drop at some point.
Their punter making his way out now. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the Browns will go on offense. They're out and set. 1st and 10. And off to Chubb to start the drive. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They'll run the draw with Chubb. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
They're set up at the 35 now. Going to the ground again on 1st. He's going to snag a couple of yards charging up the gut. Tackled by the venerable Cameron Hayward. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Chubb again on 2nd down. He's contained at the line for no gain. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle. No gain on that one, and now it's 3rd and 8.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Man in motion here. Here he is on 3rd and long. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
I'll tell you this, Kate. That's we got to be on the same page with one another and get both ends of the play right to execute both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play call back.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. They are in great shape here as we wind down this 3rd quarter. They've got a 3-score lead. Another, that could put this just too far out of reach. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. That throw finds Pickens. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Catch made by Austin. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Five men in the secondary for the Browns. 3rd down coming. Defense shows blitz. Wilson. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that 1st down flag. They send a tight end in motion. Running it after the penalty. And he has him a small chunk of yards up to the 42. They get back 8 and now have a 2nd and much more manageable 7.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
This is Harris on 2nd down. And he's tackled for a short gain. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. Throwing is Wilson. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, that's an example right there where you just simply got to be on the same page with each other and get both ends of the play right to execute. They want that one back.
They'll send out the punting unit. And they could really use a good one here. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing is Winston. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Winston to throw it. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Here's Winston to the air. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. Tried getting it to Jerry Jeudy. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Desperation time here on 4th. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. They come through with 6 yards there, Brock, and they're rewarded with a new set of downs.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
They'll throw it again. Jeudy there to grab it. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short on the 35.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 34. Got a man, it's Njoku. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Here's Winston. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended receiver. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Winston looking to throw. Chubb brings it in. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler, gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
From the gun on 3rd down. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. It was there, he just couldn't corral it. So it's going to be 4th and short.
You know, 3rd and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise? Evidently, well, that's one they should have run instead.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He finds him beyond the marker. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the 1st instead.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Chubb running out of the gun. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Here's 2nd and 2. That's more on the quick slant. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. They give inside to Chubb. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Here's Chubb. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
So often we hear this, and it's true. Defense is about reaction, and on a toss play, well, it's all about that quick reaction time. You got to ID that play quickly and break downhill, and it's a loss of yards. Or in this case, it's a no-gainer.
To throw, here's Winston. And he will score. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns get it back to within 2 possessions. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
PAT is up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space, he's past the 30. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. The Steelers offense headed out. And they're already up by 2 scores, Bronk, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Now Wilson on the play fake. It's caught. That's Mike Williams. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That one goes for 25 yards. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First and 10, give to Harris. Has a lane inside the 25. And they finally get to him at the 15. They strike for 23 yards. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
1st down. Here's Russ. This one's caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Running behind center with Harris. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Catch is made in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Russ setting to throw. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's second and goal. Trying it again with Harris. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Najee Harris, the touchdown. His third of the game on the ground. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot. But on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating.
Look at you.
And, yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers take a 3-possession lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. He fields it from the 8. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Winston now. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Winston. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Connection made to Judy. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Lengthy 4th down try here. They need 6. Looking for a throw here. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Russ is going to cook here. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Warren here from the gun. And he'll get down to the 21-yard line before he stopped. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Wilson to throw on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. They'll run with Harris. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Harris once more. And he'll push them down to the 6-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, and they're just inches shy as we reach 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain. They get 2 on the play, and now they've got 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll run with Harris. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Staying on the ground with Harris. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Steelers put up even more points in a win. Najee Harris, the touchdown. Far from the first time we've broken down one of his touchdowns in this game, partner, but man, they seem to get more impressive every time.
And I don't care, Kate, if they're all 1-yard plunges, if you're up over 300 yards. A 4-touchdown game will forever live among your greatest career highlights. You can go several games without even scoring 1. So to get 4 in one contest, you'll never, ever forget it.
Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers make it a 24-point ball game. Now Boswell on to send this away. Returning it from the 4. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Here comes their offense out again. And the last time we saw him, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Winston to throw it. That one complete to Njoku. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Here's Winston to the air. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. David Njoku, the guy he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Throwing is Winston. To the right and pulled in by Judy. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They'll throw it again. Buys time, rolling right. He's keeping it. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 36. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. They get 22 on that one, and that gives the Browns a first.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for a football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw him that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
From the red zone now. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Intended target there was David Njoku. And it's going to be 2nd down.
I think everybody in the building was already thinking about the next play to run as they watched that short throw to the tight end. That's a gimme. You don't expect to see many of those dropped.
Here's Winston. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Winston looking to throw. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. They go play action here. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They're carried by Harris here to start the drive. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. From the gun, they go with Harris. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Running left is Harris. Up the sideline, past the 40. So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. And partner, I know you took down plenty of